ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another video on the Borussia YouTube channel. I'm a commentator again for today's game that we played against Bang Average FC. These are the formations that we were playing at the start of the game, and these are the formation, or one of the formations that we switched to. As you can see, there's not much in a formation change, which could lead to the results of the match, but it's mostly just the players that change around during the game. But without further ado, let's get straight into it. So they're starting the kickoff by going straight back to the goalkeeper, who then just passes it out short. And now we cut to Matt, who's on this far side, who does a good kicking into James, who passes it into midfield. Elliot does a nice back heel to Kieran, but unfortunately saves. It bounces back to me, but I can't do anything with it, and the ball ends up going out of play. We've then got a kick in on this far side. I do a bit of a slow pass to James, possibly could have been faster, but I didn't want to risk it. Goes back to Ethan. Matt does well to keep the ball here. He then just takes it up into midfield, but nothing comes from it. He gets fouled. He then takes the foul quickly, passes it to James. James passes the ball on to me. I do a bit of a bad control and just sort of lose the ball a bit silly. Kieran with a nice interception, which falls to James. They try the pass, but well cut out by Kieran. James does a nice tackle there, but initially his player gets through, but the ball goes out of play with a good block. Ethan gets the ball and kicks it into midfield to Elliot with a great touch. He passes it on to me. I try and then pass it to Matt. I do a decent pass to Matt. Good control. Who then tries to lay it off to Elliot, but we can't quite get the finish or the ball on target. This academy baller was a nightmare during this game, but Matt does well to get it off him. Kieran does well passing over to me. I managed to get an alright ball roll and I pass it into Matt, who then just takes it up the pitch and tries to play the ball through to Elliot, but he can't quite get there. They're then playing the ball through, and a great tackle from James, but because of the stupid slide tackle rule, we actually gave away a penalty here, and we find ourselves 1-0 down from a good tackle, which is the only issue is 6 aside. They're then playing it in down this side. They try something, but it gets cut out quite well. They then try a corner, but again, they can't quite find the finish there. The academy ball is trying to get through. James does a nice tackle. He's now got Elliot on one side, who he passes to, but Elliot can't quite control it. They're then playing it from the kick in. I cut it out well, try and play it to Elliot, who does well to get the ball back. But we don't really have many bodies around to help. He tries the crossover, just too little power to squeeze through. The academy Donny does a really nice pass through, but it just squeezes wide for a corner. He then tries first time volley, but don't catch it very well, and somehow that ended up nearly going in, but nothing came from that. Their goalie then kicks it up into midfield. Good win from their player. The academy guy does a nice sort of flip over, but they were screaming for pen there, but never. They're then just playing it around the back here. Good pass, but unfortunately it goes out of play for them. Well, fortunately for us. Again, nobody's really picking up the man, but this guy thinks he's Ronaldo, so I don't even know how he managed to chip the ball that high from a standing position. But I'm then coming off now with a bit of a stitch for Luke, who's then coming on. Their goalie's then just kicking it up. James does well to win that header. Matt does well to win that. And he tries to get his shot away or try and do a cross, but we can't get anything from it. Their baller does some nice skill here, but great tackle there from Matt and James. Kieran then has the ball. Now we had a lot of these chances which we should have definitely taken advantage of. I mean, Matt gets a good shot away, but that were a 3-on-1. We should be doing better with that. Zach then tried to play a ball and it got cut out. They then take the corner to the back post. Their player tries the miraculous shot, but it goes nowhere. The ball then bounces into midfield, but Obi does well to keep the ball, but somehow he's ended up in a 2v1. But we don't concede from that. Obi does well to win it and play it back into midfield there. Good touchdown by Elliot. Kieran then passing it out to Matt. Matt does a nice cross, but Elliot can't get on the end of it. They're then getting it up the pitch. Obi does well to cut that out. Takes it out wide, but it goes out of play on that far side. Obi again does great there to cut out the ball. Possibly could have had a shot, but he tried to play it into Elliot and it gets blocked. Their player in the bib with a really nice pass. Now we thought that squeezed in. It did end up in the back of the net, but it wasn't. It was a corner. It didn't go straight in. Their player tried the back heel, but a bit far away. We do a really nice cross there. I believe Matt did a nice cross, but nobody got on the end of it. Elliot with a good tackle there. Kieran with a good interception. He's waiting for someone to make that run, but the pass gets cut out. They then play the ball out wide and try and pass the ball down the line. A bit easy for them. They just sort of cut inside and easy finish because no one's pressuring them. I'm now back on for Luke, possibly. Can't quite get the ball. They just boot it out of play. Matt's now got the ball. He passes it up with a really good pass, but a bit too forward for Obi to get. We did do some nice play during this game, so I can't really fault us for that. They're baller with a nice shot, but goes wide. James then passing the ball into me. I do an alright pass over to Elliot, who then tries to find Obi. Obi does well to keep the ball. The ball then bounces back and nothing comes from that. This guy is just sort of messing around, but can't really get a shot away. Matt does well to tackle it. The ball falls to me. I then pass that in towards Obi. Obi does a bit of skill there. Pass it back to Matt. Matt then does well to get out of the predicament he was in. Good pass into Obi again. Obi passes the ball to Elliot. Elliot tries something but goes out of play. Ethan then does a bit of a bad roll out to Obi, but goes wide anyway, so no danger. James then does a good pass out to Matt. Matt is now trying to find a pass. Good pass inside, but no one can get on the end of that. Their guy, and I blocked that with my extremely tough calf muscles that were burning after the game, so yeah, that one hurt. But Matt does well here, trying to kick the ball inside towards Elliot, but it gets cut out. But it's good play from us. James does well cutting that out. Good pass on to me. Their player does well to kick the ball out there. Ball falls to me again. I then just play it back to, I believe, Zach, who gets tackled. They then kick it in on this far side. Matt does really well to keep the ball here and gets his shot away, but just slightly wide of the post. I'm then coming off for Kieran, who's coming on there, who's going to move over to the right hand side. Good tackle from Obi there. He then plays the ball on towards Kieran, but it just goes out of play on that far side. Kieran with a bit of a dodgy pass, but Matt does well to recover. Matt then passes that on, but unfortunately gets intercepted and given a foul. We then play the ball out. Obi does really well there to keep the ball, but unfortunately it just gets tackled. And Kieran does really well there to tackle back. Then the usual weekend stuff, you know, a bit of fighting, bit of brawling, but the guy just wasn't moving back, and the ref just kept saying, move back, move back, move back, and he won't move back. So ref was quite useless. Kieran got sort of bodied off the ball there, but there's no danger anyway. Their guy does a great pass and a good finish from the guy in the bib. James now gets the ball, plays a good pass in towards Kieran, but nothing comes from it again. Matt with the ball in midfield, who does a great pass out to Kieran. Kieran does a great shot, but good save from our keeper. Ethan then kicks the ball into midfield. Elliot then turns with it and does a shot from the halfway line with an absolutely insane strike, but yeah, saved onto the post. If only the goals were a little bit bigger, we would have scored that one. Elliot's now got the ball, he passed it on towards Kieran, who then tries to pass it in, but it gets cut out, and that is the full-time whistle. Unfortunately, losing 3-0. I mean, it's not ideal, but I felt like, I mean, these guys are third in the league, they're one of the better teams in the league, so I felt like it could have been better, but overall, we're going to take the improvements, move on to next week. These are who we're playing in next week's fixture, and also where we currently sit in the table. And I hope everyone enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe, as we upload every single week football video like this, plus shorts in various days. Pretty much every day there's a new short, so make sure to like and subscribe for that. Big thank you for 30, we're going for 40 next, and I will see everyone in the next video.